Hello, everyone, and welcome to the GPVWC Academy Series Round 5. I am here with my cameraman, Szymon Frelik, and with Menno Klont, who is currently not here, but he will be here soon, and he will be your lead commentator. We are about to head into qualifying, and we will see who's going to be the quickest in qualifying. He will start from pole position. And there's 29 drivers on the grid so far. That's a pretty big grid once again for Academy. And that means there's still a lot of people trying to find their way into the career ladder in this in this competition. Fastest in practice was Fabian Roof. He's already driving in Formula Challenge as well for Team Frelik. And I just understood that Menno is back. So
yes. I'm here, so just in time. I went for a coffee here in China, and I'm here.
Good to know you're here. Is the coffee any good?
Yes, very Chinese coffee, but quite strong, but can't complain.
Oh, I'm glad to hear, and it's a bit disappointing that you didn't bring one for me, though.
Yeah, well, I will get you one in between races.
Okay, thank you. And the first drivers are just heading out onto the track now. Menno, who do you think is going to be on pole position? Do you have any idea, or?
Well, of course, I watched a bit the practice times before. and I would say Fabian Rudd, Mateusz Guzowski, or Dylan Platt. I think one of those three will be, going for pole. I think at least they are the favorites, and maybe somebody else can surprise and go even faster. But those three look, at least over one lap, they look pretty good.
Yeah, agreed. They were actually a lot quicker than the rest of the field, if you ask me.
Yeah, but that doesn't say anything. You don't know what people are testing. It could very well be that some drivers are not looking at pure qualifying pace, but more like the race pace. Here in Shanghai, you've got a lot of long corners, and that's very bad for your tire wear. So maybe some people are not going for the ultimate fast lap here, but going for a setup which is better for race conditions. So I can see that happening.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But I think, well, what do you think? Like personally, as a driver, I always find it very hard to use the whole official practice for race stints and then suddenly go into qualifying with less fuel. And you also have a different driving style because in the qualifying you can abuse the tires a lot more. So I always find it really hard to switch. Do you think some drivers will have that issue as well?
Yeah, I think so as well. I know from myself as well. I think the last 20 minutes before the start of qualifying, you want to do quali runs just to have the feeling of how the car is responding, how you can like be aggressive with the tires, because they don't need to last. So yeah, that's a thing. So I would go for a few quali laps just before the start of qualifying and the end of practice. So let's see if if that will happen, or if they did that, because I think Dylan Platt, Mateusz Guzowski, and Fabian Rudd did do a qualifying run. If they are having an advantage of doing that.
Yeah, they are just doing their laps now, their first laps, and Guzowski actually made quite not really big, but he slid into a corner, like he had a lockup and the car was sliding into the hairpin, so that was crazy. He's coming around where is he now actually? Sorry, I'm confused. I think he's in like the final corner, right?
Yes, he's there. I'm waiting for the first times to be set. And we've got the first times now in. I see Dylan Platt with a 148.3, Mateusz Guzowski with a 148.4, and let's see, Ruven Mechede with a 149.0. Yep. Now there we've got Fabian Rudd with a 148.121, a current fastest lap time in this session. Let's see if we've got anybody else who has purple sector times. Not purple sector times, but I see a lot of people with green sector times. So
yeah, that makes sense. Because it's the first lap. So.
yeah, true. So of course, it still means that they are actually doing all the sectors and they're not crashing.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good. So what will be interesting to see if some people do 2 flying laps, or that they think, well, let's do 1 flying lap here because the wear is quite big.
I think most people will be doing one lap, but at least the drivers I've seen so far, they're all doing 1 lap and then return to the pits and go out again.
Okay.
Which makes sense, yeah, because as you said, the tire wear at this track is notoriously very big.
Yes.
I must say the top 3 is really in a world apart so far. Maybe we will find some drivers, will find some extra pace and we'll be closer, but...
Yeah, I expected, I think, a bit more from Ruven Mechede. I expect he can make a jump into 148.6 or something. I think he can be closer to the top 3. Also Remco de Zeeuw, now with a 149.1. I think he can go faster as well.
Yes, and we see Gerrit de Vries in P6 as well. which is for him pretty good because he was starting from the pit lane most of the time. So
Yeah.
he will be happy to start in P6, I think.
I think he will be very happy, but he will be more happy if he can be in the elite group of drivers with 148 behind their names. So yeah, let's see if he can get more than 3 people in that. Yeah, I think it will be possible for some people to get 148 out.
Yes, as Papa Giorgio goes to 17th place. He was, of course, last round he was very unlucky, and he will be trying to do a good job again here.
Yes.
No.
Let's see, I believe we've got now 29 people in the session. And from those 29, now 27 set lap time.
Yeah, so one driver we had in the academy last time as well was Adrian Diego, and he's still setting a lap time. I think he's on his lap right now.
I believe so, yes.
And he spins actually in the hairpin.
Oh.
But he manages to get going, and I think he only lost about I mean, he still lost a second there, but he's finishing the lap anyways because, you don't have that much time here, so you want to get every lap in you can, I think.
Okay, I've got a new fastest sector 1 time from Fabian Rudd.
Okay.
28.3 for the first sector, so that's purple. Can he improve on his time? Also, fastest sector 2 now, so that will be interesting. Can he beat his own time? Yeah, I think he can, but can he get into a 147? That would be quite a story if he can do that, if he could do that. Let's see.
So far he's looking good for it.
Yes, also Ruven Macheda with, I believe, a faster lap time? No, not
No,
quite for him.
he's not finished the lap.
Let's see what Fabian Ruud can do. He's now close to the finish line. What can he do? Turns in for the final corner. Ooh, a bit of a bump. Will he still improve? I guess he will improve, but what's this time? And I'm waiting for the thing. Oh, I believe he you can tell it. I believe
48-0.
Yes, very interesting. 48-0.
So he did improve, but he really lost a lot due to that bump in the final corner. And the final corner is where it went wrong for Macheda as well, because he went a little bit too wide, which is very easy to do there. And then I think then the cut detection system doesn't allow that lap to count. So
48-0 was it? Yes,
Yeah.
I had a computer glitch. It said a 48-9 for me, so I nearly wanted to shout it was 48-9, and he didn't improve, but actually he did improve. So that's very good to see, but still not that 147. But he's so close that he can maybe do that.
And Adrian Diego finally finishes the lap because the lap he had to spin in was apparently his out lap, and he sets the 21st time.
Yeah, that's quite good. Oh, Garrett de Vries improves his lap time now of 149.1, brings him to P6. Also, Sean Jones now in P7 with a 149.1. Quite good.
Yes,
Quite
that's
good.
not bad. And
Yeah.
Potter's also to P11.
P11. But currently the top 10 is Ruud with Dylan Platt in second position, Mateo Guzowski in third position, Ruven Macheda in fourth position, Remco de Zeeuw in fifth, Gerard de Vries in sixth, Sean Jones in seventh, Adam Rainey in eighth, Olaf van der Stam in ninth, and Justin Ruan, if I pronounce that right, in P10. So.
Yeah, that's. And to be fair, like, the top 3 maybe is a little bit too quick for the rest, because Macheda currently is a second behind the number 1. But behind that, it's actually really close. So everyone behind, they're all actually still looking quite close.
Well, you say that about Ruven, but I think he will have a car which is pretty good in the race. So he might be, being put on quite a distance on the qualifying over one lap. But he might be more a racer, at least For his sake, I hope that he is, because yeah, well, he got I believe 2 podiums at the last round 2 weeks ago, so he's quite fast. Well,
Yes, that is correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've got I believe another purple sector time from Fabian Root in the first sector, so he wants that 147, and he also wants to show all the competition that yeah. You want to do well, but you want to beat me. And he makes a mistake. I believe he makes big mistakes, yes, and aborts it right away. Yeah, and, I can understand that.
Another driver who's improving currently is Remco de Zeeuw in 5th. So he could go to 4th, or maybe he could even be close to the top 3. Who knows? He's really improving his lap. And what will he do in the final corner? There he goes.
Oh, and Ruven Machete goes to 2nd position, 148.3. There he is. What can Remco do? What can Remco do? Improves to the 48.6. No gain in position, but in time. So we now got 5 guys in the 148. And Ruven Machete with now the 2nd position. So yeah, we were a bit discussing about how his one lap pace was. But
Sean
actually,
Jones is coming in the final sector as well, and he's improving as well.
What can Sean Jones do then?
Yeah, you're definitely right. He's on the back straight now, but you're definitely right. And suddenly it looks very different. Like suddenly the top 5 is really close together.
Yeah. And with Fabian not improving on his lap time, everything is still open. And yeah, having good sectors is of course nice, but you need to get the whole lap together. And if you can't do that, then yeah, and somebody else can, then. Can get pulled. What can Sean Jones do? Another one for the group 148? Yes, he goes to P6. Sean Jones with a 148.787.
Oh, Garrett de Vries has a green first sector as well.
Okay.
So he might be going into the 148s as well.
Yeah.
As we just see Olaf van der Stam go to P10. With a bad lap actually, but he did have a green sector too, so that just shows, like you said, you need to get everything right.
Oh, and we've got somebody in P2, I believe Mateusz Guzowski with a purple sector 3. He now went to P2, and he's had a purple sector 3. Okay, and that's I think mainly the sector with the long straight. Is he gambling on maybe having a lot of straight line speed? What do you think?
It might be. It might be. It's of course a very useful thing to have in a race, because then you can pass people more easily and they won't be able to overtake you. But here comes Garrett de Vries around the final 2 corners. He is on about the same lap time as he was before. Yeah. But can he improve?
Can he
maybe get into the 148?
Oh, it would be good. Oh, I think a good final corner. Oh, and what can he do? Will he improve? I think he improved.
Yeah.
But no time. Oh well, he's still in P7. Ooh,
yeah, he only improved half a tenth, so that's not enough.
Okay, so yeah. And let's see, do we've got anybody who's fast? At the moment, I see Giannis Lianos with 2 green sectors, so maybe he can jump up the order a bit. Also, Adam Rainey is on quite a fast lap. Let's see.
I think Fabian Roof might be improving to a 47, because he's a little bit slower than he was, but don't forget he made a big mistake in the final corner before. So if he gets it right this time, then he could be in a good position. And Rainey goes to 7.
Rainey did a good job going to 7.
Here's Roof through the final corner. Much better this time. Still a big slide though, but he's much better through it this time. And he goes to a 47.8.
Yes, so that's very good. In 47, so really put some distance to him and the rest. But now we've got Ruven Machete, who's still on a flying lap. Can he go to P3? And I believe he run wide to the final corner, so he will not improve.
Yeah. He could have been P2 there, I think, if he got that corner right. But that's it. You have to get it right once again.
Yes. I believe now are looking at Stan Vlietstra, who's got 2 green sectors. Can he move up the order? I think he can. It's now on 149.7. I would say a lot of time which can be gained. 149.7, what can he do? Looks much better. Let's see. And he jumps to P11. So he improved 0.3, but the gain in position was quite remarkable.
Yep, true. And there comes Lianos through the final corner. He ran a bit wide, so I'm not sure if this laps actually count. Max Huss goes to P10 as well.
Okay, I see it now. Yes.
We have Philip Morby still driving.
Yeah, but I believe we now had
No, Philip Morby is just coming through the final corner, I think. Oh, he's actually going into the pits, so...
yeah.
So yeah, he was, I think, the final one.
And Dylan Platt goes to second position. Oh, yeah, I was a bit shocked. And I just saw him coming out of the final corner, and I didn't expect that.
He's 4th still in the game.
For me,
so I think the race view timing is a bit off.
Yes, he jumped to a 148. Let's see, 240. At least that's what I can see. He jumps just a bit ahead of.
Yeah. Okay. So my timing screen was frozen. That's the new UI for you.
Yeah. So it's Fabian Rudd now in pole position with Dylan Platt, stealing away a front row, starting position. And in the second row, it's Mateusz Guzowski and Ruven Mechede, with Remco De Zeeuw and Sean Jones from the third row, Adrian Diego and Adam Rainey in the fourth row. And the fifth row is for, veteran Gary de Vries and rookie Max Huss. Very interesting grid.
Yeah, definitely a very interesting grid. Some new names and some old names as well. And we see a battle straight out of the pit lane in the warm-up, so that's fun. That's really promising for the race as well. And do you have any bold predictions for the race, Menno?
Bold predictions.
Yes.
You're asking me.
I don't know who to ask. Otherwise, maybe the cameraman. But...
Bold prediction: Remco De Zeeuw will win the race.
Okay. That's very bold. Yeah, he's in P5, but it could be possible.
Yeah, well...
I mean, it's Academy, everything's possible.
Yeah, but he is pretty fast and knows how to race and race smart. And let's see. It's also about who keeps the tires alive in the end. And so that's will be the game of chess the drivers play in both races.
Yeah, that's a very good point. One of the things I noticed as well with some drivers already in the qualifying struggling with the tires, so yeah, they will not be enjoying the race, I think.
Yeah, true. Well, I believe we're going for a small break, but we'll be back in time for race 1. So gives us the opportunity to do the best things with the broadcast and get ourselves something to drink.
Give me that coffee, Menno.
Yeah, well, do we still have time to get the coffee? I will run to the to the coffee lady and I will get you one extra strong.
Okay. Perfect.
Yes. We'll be back soon.
Welcome back, everyone. We're just in time for the race. We had a slight issue, but everything's fixed, so we are ready to go. We are about to head into the race. And Menno, how long is the race going to be?
Well, at least for you, 2 cups of coffee, which I put on your desk. So that's 12 laps. We've got 2 races of 12 laps today, plus a warm-up lap.
Okay, so as you said, the tires might be a big issue. I don't think we'll see any pit stops, so maybe we will see them, but I don't think it's going to be worth hitting in the race. It will be more about keeping the tires alive.
Yeah.
As we go to the race session now.
I think the last 3 laps of the race, we will have some front tires screaming it out for help. So need to look into the last 3 laps if we see some big improvements or big problems for some of the guys who just can't make the tires last. That will be, I think, the key of the race, and of course the start of the race. So.
Yes, and we see a lot of top 3 predictions in the chat as well, in the YouTube chat. I see you put yours in there as well.
Yeah,
and, I agree with you. Normally speaking, that is probably going to be my top 3. Yeah. But we'll see come the end of the race who was right, if anyone.
Yeah, I think there will be 7 or 8 people who could potentially be having the pace of the top 3 in the race. But yeah, you need to see what will happen in the race. Maybe we'll have a first corner clash or crash. We shall see what will happen. But going for the warm-up now.
Yeah. So let's go through the grid. And it's not working at the moment, so please bear with us for a second. There we go. Fabian Roof is in first place. Dylan Platt is in second, with Guzowski in third place. And Machede will be in the top 4 as well. Then in 5th place we have Remco de Zeeuw, once again a good qualifying. Sean Jones is in 6th, Adam Rainey in 7th, and Garrett de Vries, the veteran, is in 8th. So someone's dropped out there, I think. Max Huss is in 9th place, and Justin Ruin is in 10th. Sorry if I butchered your name. Stan Vlitstra is in 11th, and Olaf van der Stam is in 12th place. Then we have Tristan Potters, another Dutchie, that's like the 3rd in a row, with Damien Fingerhoods, another one, in 14th. Then we have Phil Morby in 15th, and I missed the 16th one.
Janus Linus.
That's Linus. Then we have Strider, Miram Chalowski, and Papa Giorgio rounding out the top 20. Dennis Wiedingha is on the grid as well in 21st. Dugwit is in 22nd. Lepit is in 23rd, and Martijn Rietberg in 24th. And we have Harry Hayden in 25th, Liam Sweetman in 26th, Craig Woolard in 27th, and Stijn Vidder in 28th. And Rob Kaas is in 29th, but someone's dropped out of the grid, I think, because...
Yes. Yeah, we have a dropout. Let's see if I can see who that was. I believe it's Adrian Diego.
It might be Adrian Diego, very well, yeah, because I don't see him on the grid as well.
Yeah.
And he was definitely there in qualifying.
Yeah. So that's just a very big shame we already lost him. Hopefully he can be back for the second race. One thing I just noticed is that Stefan Scheider is only starting from P17. And well, that's something I didn't expect, because Stefan is quite strong in races. But maybe he didn't get the lap together, so it's only P17 from him. Looking forward to this race now. The cars are now lining up. The tension will be rising from everybody who's watching at home, but also for us here in China. I think you can drink your coffee now, and I will drink my coffee, and we will enjoy it here in China. And hopefully...
Rob Kaas is returning to the pit, so he will be starting from the pit lane, but all the cars on the grid have a very long wait right now, so hopefully they will not be blowing their engines for standing still too long.
No, I hope not. It always takes a while, waiting for the lights, for a race director to give the all clear signal so that we can go for the race. Let's see, it takes a while. I believe it will be happening soon. It's quite a long wait. Still waiting.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go, yes. And who's got the best start? It's the best start from Dylan Platt? No, it's still Fabian Ruth who's got an excellent launch into turn 1. Who's got the best start? James Gugowski is looking into turn 1. Still nothing is happening.
Garrett de Vries with a very good start, up to 5th right now. He's fighting with Sean Jones for P6. Ooh, a little bit of contact there. Still side by side as well.
Quite clean. Everybody gets clean into turn 1. Really good job. Let's see. Rob Kaas is at the end of the train at the moment.
Yeah.
So the race is started, and let's see if Fabian Ruth has got the race pace advantage. We shall see. Pushing really hard.
Oh, there's been an incident in the hairpin.
We see.
Ruan, Lepit, and Sweetman are the big losers there, I think.
Oh, what happened there?
And yeah, I haven't quite seen it. I think, who's that? Someone. Yeah, okay, so there was contact, like 3 cars going 3 wide, and then there was like a bit of bumping between the cars, so that's why they lost out. But they are still driving, all of them.
And look at how close Dylan Platt already is. And this long straight is, yeah, well, it's long because this is a long straight, but look at Dylan Platt going. He's got much more straight line speed because of the of the long straight. He will try go around the outside, but Fabian Ruth is of course defending. But Dylan Platt got very close. Mateusz Guzowski can't follow at the moment, but he can see those two battling. He just needs to stay within the DRS, I think, zone, and then he might be able to get closer as well. Ruven Machede is now in P4, will be difficult, and there is Dylan Platt is going for the lead. Oh, this will be something if he can make it last. Goes to the inside. You can do several lines here, outside, inside line, but Dylan Platt takes the lead. He takes the lead. Oh, this is very good racecraft, but also very smart from Fabian Ruth because he knows that he needs to keep the tires alive, and he will have got DRS. So maybe he can repass. Maybe if it's not this lap, maybe one of the upcoming laps. And yes, our P3 driver, Mateusz Guzowski.
Oh, Platt misses the braking, and he goes a little bit wide in the hairpin actually. So now Ruth is on the outside again.
Yes, this is very
interesting. But he can't make it stick.
Yeah. And look
2 drivers in the pits, by the way. Woolard was in the pits, and Van der Stam is in the pits as well. Van der Stam completely missed his braking point in the hairpin after the long straight. So he went between all the cars, luckily, so he didn't take anyone out massively. But yeah, still some people touched him and he got some damage. So he had to make a pit stop.
I believe Giannis Llanos is now in P11. I believe he gained a lot of positions at the start. With Stefan Scheider now in P13. So he also gained a few positions. So yeah, some drivers really had a quite good start. Let's see, Dylan Platt still P1 and Fabian cannot attack now. But look at Mateusz Guzowski. He is now in P3 and he's got a more straight line speed. Can he get past Fabian Ruth as well? Well, look at this. Mateusz Guzowski feels a bit racy. But I think Mateusz knows as well, if Dylan is as fast on the straight, then yeah, he might be jumping out of the DRS zone of Ruth. And if that happens, then yeah, Dylan Platt might not be catchable for the rest of the drivers. He wants to stay in the DRS zone. While we've got now P4, which is Ruven Machede. He's just following, like, really nice. He doesn't do anything extraordinary. I think he might be saving tires until the end. But the top 4 is a bit faster than everybody behind. Now in P5 it's Garrett de Vries. But Garrett de Vries, yeah, he just sees the drivers just drive away from him, but still P5, an amazing start for him. With Sean Jones now in P6, Remco de Zeeuw in P7. I expected a bit more from him, at least in this starting phase. With Adam Rainey now in P8, Maxus in P9 and Stanfleetstra in P10.
Yeah, and as you said, the top 4 is slightly driving away now from the rest of the field. They're gaining a little bit of time on Gerrit de Vries in 5th place. But yeah, in the end, I think for Gerrit it's mainly about keeping Sean Jones behind and keeping the tires alive. I think that's his main goal right now. And who knows, if the guys ahead start fighting again, he could pick up the pieces.
Yes, and we're waiting for the DRS to open, yes, and now Fabian Ruud's got DRS, and Gazowski and Ruven Machete got as well. But now Fabian Ruud can get closer and closer to Dylan Platt. He just needs to stay in between the seconds, and then he might have a chance later this race.
And there was a big lockup for Gazowski, so I don't think his tires will be happy with that. And you need to be careful with those, because as you said, that the tires, they need to be alive for the whole race, and lockups like that, they won't help him.
True. Well, I see somebody going wide. This is Justin Ruyan, who I believe misbraked himself or at the long straight. So he is now in P23, and I believe we still have got all cars driving, with Olaf van der Stam now in P28. Ooh, and Fabian Ruud now is very close on the back of Dylan Platt. Oh, what can he do? Can he pass here already? Or will he wait for the DRS zone, which of course I think would be the better option to do, but yeah, he might think I'm going to surprise Dylan and pass him here, but no chance for it at the moment. While Mateusz Gazowski, he lost quite a bit of time. I think, is he still in a second, within a second of the number 2?
No, he isn't. He actually already wasn't, I think, in the last lap. And yeah, Roof now going onto the straight. So will he be going for an attack in the hairpin? I think he will.
Yeah.
And he opens the DRS, so here he comes.
But look at that straight line speed from Dylan Platt. He is still pretty fast on the straight. Fabian cannot attack. The straight is, I think, not long enough. Yeah, he brakes very late and gains time on Dylan on the straight, but it's not enough, at least not for now. And Ruven Machete is looking at Mateusz Guzowski if he can gain a bit. Ooh. And Dylan Platt made a mistake, and now Fabian Ruud has got a very good top speed. What can he do? Can he go to the inside? Goes to the outside. Now goes to the inside, but doesn't make the move. Dylan goes in a bit wide. Ooh, this is interesting. Fabian Ruud is looking very racy at the moment. Reminds me about I believe yesterday when I saw a black Mercedes car and a Red Bull, dark blue Red Bull car very close. It reminds me a bit of that because they're really close. But you cannot tell which one of those two, is doing the best job at the moment. Yeah, of course you do the best job when you're leading, but Fabian Ruud looks to be having answers on nearly everything what Dylan is doing, maybe apart from the straight line speed.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think actually Roof might be a little bit quicker than Platt at the moment. Overall, if you would both set them apart in a private lobby, I think he would be setting a little bit quicker laps. But the thing is, he isn't in a private lobby. He's driving behind Dylan Platt, and he needs to pass him.
Yeah, but now he's really close. It's really close. Fabian Ruud opens DRS. Yeah, and now he's got to run. This should be it, right? But Dylan Platt will of course defend. Fabian Ruud got more of a run. Goes around the outside. Can brake later. Brakes much later. Goes around the outside. Can he make it stick? No. Dylan Platt saw that and just had a better exit into this corner. But what can happen on the next DRS zone? Because that's on the start-finish straight. Can he do it here? I think the straight is too short for that. And Fabian Ruud opens his DRS. No, he cannot make it at the moment. While Mateusz Guzowski and Ruven Machete, they can still follow a little bit, but yeah, they're not within that second. If they can get back into that second, we will have a think a 4-horse battle for the win. While Gerrit de Vries is still in P5 and is doing a very good job.
Yeah, he's run away from Sean Jones, who actually got passed by Remco de Zeeuw as well for a little bit. But Sean Jones managed to re-overtake Remco de Zeeuw on the long straight. So there's a battle going on for P6 as well. Although Remco de Zeeuw has dropped back slightly right now.
Yes, so St. Jones now in 6, yeah. Well, let's see if we have some other battles. Got a good battle for P7 or P16. Lukas Zalewski with Precious Miram and Damian Fingerhoods for P16. They're quite close. And let's see, we have got Justin Ruyen and Dennis Wieringa for P22. So it looks quite interesting.
Yeah, I think overall the whole field is still quite close.
Yes.
Actually, look at this.
Going back to the lead.
Yeah.
Yes, Fabian Ruud is now very close, and yeah, now I think he will have a chance. Has this got the slipstream? He's got the slipstream. Yep, we cannot get the inside. Will he make it? He needs to brake a lot later, I think. We'll try that. No, but Dylan knows that. Dylan knows that. Oh, in the church, in the braking zone. No, yeah, I pushed him wide. Nah, I don't think so. There was no room. And I think Dylan was entitled to at least, he had that corner. What do you think, Wopke?
I think Aruf had a chance there, but I think ultimately he tried it already in the previous lap, and then it didn't work as well. So I think it's a bit you need to try something else. I think if you really want to make it stick. That's my opinion.
And I think Fabian Ruud can drive back to be very close to Dylan Platt, but Mateusz Guzowski just had DRS again, so he is in the mix, and Ruben Michet as well.
Yeah, but look at this P7. Adam Rainey, he just passed Remco de Zeeuw and Max Huss both, and now Max Huss is side by side with Remco de Zeeuw for P8, and he manages to get ahead of him, but Remco de Zeeuw brakes a bit later.
No,
but he gets past in the end, so Remco de Zeeuw is dropping back. From P5 where he started, he's now in P9, so he has not had a great race so far.
No, that's very true. He's
but
just falling down the order. Let's see, Stan Vlietstra still in P10, but Janis Linus P11, Tristan Portis P12, and Stefan Scheide now in P13.
Yeah, everyone just following closer, but here we go again, we come back onto the straight.
And you just see 4 cars pretty close. It's the first 2, then you see the third car isn't there a bit, and then you've got the number 4 of Ruben Schedules there as well. What will he do now? Will Fabian do something different? Will he go to the inside? No, he still goes to the outside. That's the way to go. He thinks brakes later again. Turns in. No, you cannot just turn in there, Fabian. You need to think of something more smart, because Dylan has got the line there and he's got the inside. You need to surprise him. Well, Dylan now makes a mistake, loses a lot of exit speed. Now Fabian will have a run. Can he go for it? Can he go to the inside? He will try it, but no, you cannot make that stick, right? No, can't. And Dylan is so smart. And look at the third car of Mateusz Guzowski. Yeah, he's waiting for this. Yes, you fight. I gain.
Yeah, so Dylan in the hairpin, he went really wide, like just about wide enough so that Roof couldn't turn in at the point he wanted to, but he was entitled to do so. But in that action, he also lost a lot of time, and then he made the mistake as well. So that's why Guzowski is now really close. Yeah.
Guzowski is not out of this battle. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I think he has a good chance. I think his tires might also be a little bit better because he has not been fighting so much.
They're all very intelligent drivers, but who can outsmart the other one? It seems to be Fabian Ruud is trying everything to pass Dylan Platt, but he's unsuccessful for now. But yeah, he's got overspeed, of course, also with the DRS. Will it be a question of time? We're now on lap 8, so we've got 4 laps to go. Oh, this is very intense. You might hear it on my voice. But it's really interesting. Oh, he's got a good run now. Fabian is much closer than ever before. Now opens DRS. This is his opportunity. Golden opportunity. Goes to the inside. No, Dylan saw that. He goes to the outside. Can he do it? Dylan needs to be smart. He is smart. He brakes later. Now we'll turn in. Does he have the N3? No, still not. And there is Guzowski. Now it says he sees like you want to attack Dylan Platt. No, you can't pass him. Then I will try to pass you. The top 3 is oh so close. And Roof and Machete now cannot follow the top 3. But if they keep battling, maybe he can get back. Well,
Yeah, we
Garrett-
thought with Guzowski as well. So yeah, he's right back in there. So I think Machete still has
Yeah,
a
you
chance
don't
as
know
well.
about his tires. Maybe he thinks like, oh, you destroy your tires, guys, and I will be there last lap to collect all the pieces.
Yep. Out of those 4, he was also the quickest in the last lap. So that just shows you that he is also gaining on them.
Yeah.
And even Gerrit de Vries is driving the same lap times as the top 2. So yeah, even he's not losing time to them because they are fighting. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, this looks really promising for the last few laps. Ooh. Dylan is pushing really hard.
Yeah.
But in this second section you can't pass, Wopke. You
No,
can't pass
and
here.
I don't think Roof wants to pass here because, as we saw already, he doesn't have the straight line speed.
Yeah.
So if he overtakes here, he will get overtaken straight back. As oh, there's a crash between Stan Vlietstra and Janis Llanos. I think they got tagged together and the cars got stuck together. But here we go on the straight again. We have to go back to the leaders because Fabian Roof is really close again. So he will be going to the outside again. He must go to the outside. There's no room on the inside. So that's really good by Dylan Platt.
Oh, they charge.
Yeah, Roof is like forcing him to be on the inside. So he has to brake earlier. Here he comes. Touch again, but he's passed. He's done it.
He passed now, but can Dylan get back? I don't count Dylan out. Look at this. Oh, takes the alternative line. This. Look at Gazowski, but look at Dylan Platt. You need to be smart, guys. What will you do? Yeah, you need to go around the outside. 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide. Oh, who's going to take it? It's Dylan. No, it's Root. No, Root still has got the inside and will be the smartest guy here now. Yes. No. Yes. He's now having the lead for now. Can he now pull away?
I don't think this battle is over yet because, as we know as well, Platt has a lot of straight line speed.
Yeah.
And look at this, Machete is right back in it as well because he is now within the DRS as well, I think.
Yeah, and I now think Fabian Ruud is pushing like a lunatic to get out of the DRS. Oh, look, he's trying really hard to get away, but does he overheat his tires with this? Because he knows the straight line speed of Dylan, so he wants to get away for as lot as possible, as much as possible.
Yeah, and meanwhile in the back for P789, Adam Rainey got passed by Max Huss because he made a mistake coming out of the corner onto the straight. He went a little bit wide, so we had to lift off to make sure he didn't crash. But yeah, Fabian Roof right now, he's actually quite far ahead onto the straight, so I think he might have this win, but Dylan Platt still has the DRS, so he will be closing in again. Yeah, this I think if Roof manages to stay ahead into the first corner, although Dylan Platt of course with the DRS will be closing in again, but I think he's too far away. But I think he's got it now.
Yeah, well,
I think
we shall see. We still have got 2 laps to go, and maybe he can re-attack once more.
Yes, and Papa Giorgio goes to P12 ahead of Vlietstra, but Vlietstra is attacking again into the first corner, but he is on the outside, so that's going to be difficult. And he doesn't make it stick.
Oh, well, we've got a spinner in Liam Sweetman in P25. So he now is off. We still have got all cars running, so it's very good that we don't have any retirements. Really proud to see that.
Yes, so there have been only a few accidents, or even, well, not really accidents, just a few like incidents, I would say, rather say. Of course, there have been some touches and stuff going on, but that's racing as well.
Yeah, I believe Dylan's tires are gone. I see a lot of drifting, and now he loses a lot of time on Fabian Ruth. Oh, Dylan, you tried so hard. Will you then be knocked off from P2 as well, or even from the podium? We shall see.
Yes, and watch out behind as well, because Gerrit de Vries might be overtaken by Sean Jones, because Sean Jones has closed the gap again.
Oh, Gerrit de Vries is smart and goes very defensive, but Sean saw it coming and follows him into the right part of the track.
I think they're all just a little bit too far behind. Maybe here, Remco de Zeeuw. He's close behind Adam Rainey. Can he do something on the inside? He's looking for it, but he's just too far away to do something.
Just too far. Well, we now got one lap to go, the final lap of the race, and it's Fabian Ruth who looks to be winning this race. Can Dylan Platt, can he hold on to P2? Oh, Mateusz Guzowski is very close in this first sector, but will he be close when the DRS opens in sector 3? This will be very interesting. Ruven Mercedes is, I think, not close enough to get the podium, but of course, if we will have some drama, he might be able to get on the podium. It will be interesting. Gerrit is still P5, but it will be difficult for him with the DRS against St. John's, or without the DRS.
Yeah, Sean Jones has been reeling him in over the past couple of laps. I think Gerrit's front tires might be a little bit gone as well. Because I think he likes to have the stable setup, so maybe then the front tires die a little bit quicker, and then especially at a track like this, your front tires will be eaten if you have too much. Dylan Platt goes wide.
Oh, he goes wide. Once more we go on the back straight, but Dylan Platt has got a problem. I think if Mateusz Guzowski and when I have got DRS, this will be a simple pass. Yes, I think so. I think Dylan just accepts he has got no tire left. And Mateusz Guzowski goes into P2, steals P2 away from Dylan Platt on the final straight. Got robbed, Dylan. Or will
Here's Fabian Ruth coming through the final corner. And he will be taking the first win of the evening. Fabian Ruth takes the first win of the evening.
Ooh, and Dylan
Guzowski finishes second, and Dylan Platt, as you said, just misses out.
Oh, and St. Jones goes to P5. He finishes in P5. Well done, St. Jones. With Gerrit de Vries still a very decent race in P6. Max Huss, I believe at his debut, P7. Well done. With Adam Rainey in P8.
Yeah, he's having some internet issues, I think, though, so that's why he's dropping.
Over the line, yes. Remco de Zeeuw, P9. Tristan Porter's in P10, with Stefan Scheider in P11 from P17 start, with Sotiris Papageorgiou in P12, with Philip Morby in P13, Stan Friedstein P14, and Perseus Miram in P15. So he will be the one that starts from pole position in race 2. Interesting.
Yeah, unfortunately, we did have one DNF in the end, one lap before the end. It's Harry Hayden. I think he just pulled over the car and pressed escape, so I don't know why. Maybe his tires were dead and he didn't enjoy the car anymore. And he was like, there's only one lap to go, so I'll just quit. I don't know.
Yeah, you will always give the mechanics a chance to prepare the car for the second race of the evening.
Yes, but overall, really good racing. I mean, there weren't, I think it was quite tough to overtake for a lot of people. But in the end, we saw a lot of good battles, really close fights, and very little accidents. So really good racing for the Academy. So I'm proud of them.
I'm also very proud. It was a very good race. So up onto race 2, which will be starting in I think 10 to 15 minutes. So was a very interesting race with Fabian Ruth as the winner. He needed to work very hard for it.
Yes, he really had to work for it. I expected he could maybe run away with it, but especially with the setup from Platt, he was able to keep Ruth behind for quite a long time.
But now we saw Dylan went to P3. I think that was a tire issue, right? I would think so. At least, yeah. Just I believe Dylan was a bit worse at the end.
Yeah, I think he just maybe wore them out a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And maybe Machade as well. Not sure though, but he dropped out. He dropped back a little bit as well in the end from the pack, or maybe he just didn't have the outright pace, but he was like profiting from the DRS and from the fact that the others were fighting. Who knows? We will find out soon though.
True, very true. Well, all cars now return to the pits. And, well, I should remember that the top 3 cannot drink any champagne because they need to drive a second race. But they can drink some coffee, which will be brought by one of the commentary guys now. So they will get some coffee at least. So yeah. Well.
Yeah, the famous Chinese coffee.
Yeah, the Chinese coffee, of course. Yes, always really good. Yes. Actually, we will go for a slight break again, and we will be back for race 2 in a few minutes.
Hello everyone, we're back and we're about to head into the second race of the evening. The first race was won by Fabian Roof, if you forget. And Guzowski finished in second place with Dylan Plett after leading for most of the race, finishing in P3 due to probably some tire wear issues.
Yeah. Guzowski really stole that P2 away from Dylan Plett, but he made it stick, so that's was I think good to see if you're a fan from Guzowski, not for if you're a fan from Dylan Plett, but yeah, still it was quite good racing, and they left each other more than enough room there, so yeah, nice battling. But now the question, race 2, Wopke, so the top 15 will be reversed. Question now is, can the fast guys from race 1, can they go through the field and win again?
Yeah, so one of the things that worries me, especially about Fabian Roof, is that he's running apparently on very high wings relative to the other guys. So he might be having some trouble overtaking people. As we saw, it took him a long time before he could finally overtake Dylan Plett as well, even though he was faster than him.
Yeah.
Of course, the pace difference is going to be bigger between him and the other people in front of him. So maybe that will help him, but he might be having some trouble. And I could see the other two guys, Guzowski and Plett, also Machete, of course, because he was still really close to the top 3 as well. I think they could be carving through the field a little bit more easily.
Yeah, I think so as well. But yeah, maybe some of the drives will make some changes to their setups to make sure overtaking will be a bit more easy. So that's of course possible for race 2. While race 1, you carry over the setup from the qualifying session.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe he will, Fabian Roof especially then. And maybe the others as well, of course. But yeah, we will see as we head into the race session now. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think, of course, this is Academy, so some drivers may not really be up to scratch with everything. So maybe they won't know that they need to change the setup for the second race, or that they
can. Yeah.
That they can, yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see who takes the advantage in the second race.
That will be very interesting, and who will drive smart? That's the main question.
Yeah, that's also a very important question, and who can avoid all the crashes, of course, if there's going to be any. Let's hope there aren't any, actually. So let's hope everyone drives a clean race.
Yeah, I hope so as well. But I like a bit of drama, but not too much, of course.
As all the drivers are on the grid, we actually have 30 drivers now, so there is actually extra drivers on the grid. And we drive away now, and let's go through the starting grid again.
Yep.
Here we come with Perseus Miram on pole position, Stan Vlietstra in second place, Phil Morby in third place, and Papa Giorgio is in fourth place. Then we have Schreier, who you said was really quick, but he's been disappointing. But he starts fifth now, so we will see what he can do. Potlers, De Zeeuw, and Rainey rounding out the top 8. Max Huss is in 9th, Gerrit de Vries in 10th, and Sean Jones is in 11th, with Ruven Machete in P12. And we have Dylan Plett, Guzowski, and Roof rounding out the top 15. And then we have Salowski, who just missed out on the reverse grid pole, and he's in 16. We have Lianos, Lepit, Fingerhoods, and Rietberg, who are the final cars in the top 20. And Ruyen, Duguid, Wieringa and Sweetman are next up on rows 11 and 12 of the grid. And we have Olaf van der Stam, who had an incident and had to pit, but he's in P25. Then we have Woolard, Rob Kaas, who entered race 1 without any practice, and Hayden in P28. Then we have Adrian Diego, who missed out on race 1, and Stein Fitter, who I think also missed out on race 1, because otherwise he wouldn't be behind Adrian Diego, I think.
Yes. Well, I just saw we've got Adam Rainey in the pit. He had a issue. Hopes to still start from the pits. So a slight issue. So his P8 starting position already has been worth nothing for him now, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks like he has some connection technical issues, so hopefully he can fix them, but otherwise that could be a non-finish. But yeah, P8 gone for him, that's really a shame.
Yeah,
so
that's,
P8 on the grids will be empty as well. Guess the first drivers are now lining up on the grid. But oh, they are really early because Steinfitter still hasn't been through the hairpin yet. So they really will be they will have to wait a long time again. And let's hope there won't be any issues. There weren't any issues in the first race though, so I think they will be okay. No, but they will be having cold tires, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's I think that's for sure, yeah. So we're nearly there for race 2 of the evening here in China. Let's see what this race will bring. We've got Adam Rainey at the end of the pits. We now got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are go, go, go! And we've got Perseus Miram with quite a good start, but also Philip Morby, who jumps from P3 to P2. Can he make it stick into the first corner? Yes, he can! So it's now Soterios Papageorgiou in P3 with Stan Vlietstra in P4. Oh, we've got a bit of a problem there. Well, we've got 3 wide into turn 2. Yes, of course, guys. This is the second race. Let's just go for it. Gerrit de Vries now in P7 with Max Hus in P8. Sean Jones in P9 and Ruven Machine now in P10. Oh, we've got a spinner. And who's that spinner? I think Max Hus went off. What did you see, Wopke, now?
Yeah, I actually missed a lot of the things that happened. Because there was so much going on. One thing I noticed though is Guzowski also started from the pit lane actually, so he must have had an issue as well in the formation lap. So he's in 30th place right now. Yeah, let's see who is the main. Remco de Zeeuw was in 18th, so he's lost out massively.
Yeah. What happened? I believe it was Max Hus who had a problem, lost his car and hit Remco de Zeeuw. So Remco was really unlucky there, and now is he in P18. So yeah, it was a shame for him. But now at the lead, after 1 lap, it's Perseus Miram. And he's got quite a gap to Philip Morby, who's in P2, with Soterios Papageorgiou in P3. Oh, look at Stan Vlietstra. Stan Vlietstra is going to P4. Oh, there's no speed on the car of Papageorgiou. Oh, he is really slow on the straights. And now it's Stan Vlietstra in P3 with Stefan Scheider. Yeah, there he is in P4. He had a bad qualifying and not a very good race 1, but you can, of course, race 2 is a whole different ball game. You can do very well there. Let's see what race is.
There were some more crashes in the hairpin as well. Someone went off massively. That was as Craig Woolard is off as well. Oh, there's a big crash on the final corner. Sweetman is in there as well. Vingerhoods is in there. And Woolard as well. And there's been a massive crash. And I think Sweetman and Vingerhoods are doing things that are not allowed to be on broadcast right now.
No, they're just... Oh, yeah,
they are really inside each other. Oh, Fabian Roof is off.
No, he was already in P12. Where is he now?
Oh, leg incident. Someone lagged into him and he lost his front wing, so he is out of contention, I think.
What happened there then?
Yeah, someone lagged into him. Someone who was right in front of him.
Zalewski, oh no. Oh, this is unfortunate, lag incident. So, we will not have a double winner. The one that wins race 1 will win race 2. Oh, it's all kicking off now. And Matthias Guzowski is only in P19. Where is Dylan Platt?
Dylan Platt is in P9, I think.
No, P7.
P7 already, actually. Sorry, yeah.
Already, yes. But Ruven Machede is now P6, going for P5 because Soterios Papageorgiou, yes, he only goes 244 kilometers an hour. Soterios is slow on the straight. Well, I believe we've got a change for the lead. It's Philip Morby who's leading. Philip Morby now leads And Perseus Miram now goes to second, and Stan Vlietstra looks pretty good as well.
Marby goes wide.
Oh,
And Miram is
Perseus
back
Miram!
through.
Yes, it's true. Oh, it's an exciting race, and there Stan is now in P3. Oh, this is amazing race. You can just hear it from me. And Stefan Scheider now thinks, oh, I can see the win, and I'm only in P4, but there's a lot of chances. But look at Ruven Machete. He was quite decent in the first race. He was not much slower than the top 3 finishes there. Will this be his chance for some good victory, or actually a podium position? Let's start with that. But Dylan Platt is close to him. Ooh. Very interesting. What do you see, Wopke? Anything?
One driver who has had an issue is Gerrit de Vries, because he was in 7th, but he's now in 19th, so not sure what happened to him.
Okay.
I will need to check the replay for that.
Well, I'm currently watching some good battles. There we go on the long straight. It's Perseus Miram who's still leading. He's got the race of his life after 3 laps. It's an amazing job from him to still lead. But there comes Philip Morby. Oh, and Philip Morby and Perseus Miram drove away from Stan Vlietstra. Now Stefan Scheider goes for P3. Well, we've got Philip Morby going for the lead. Oh, they judge. But Philip Morby was alongside before they judged, I think. So Philip Morby now takes the lead. It is Perseus Miram in second. Can Philip Morby now get this corner right? He can. So Philip Morby now leads. Then it's Perseus Miram. And then it's Stan Vlietstra. It's Stefan Scheider now P4. Oh, and look at Ruven Machete. Machete goes around the outside. Can he make it stick? No, you can't make it stick, right? You can make it stick. Ruven Machete to P4.
Yeah, and now Dylan Platt is in P. Oh, look at that P3 Stan Vlietstra. He was sliding all over the place and almost went back into Ruven Machete, but Ruven Machete is now really close to him as well.
Yes.
And I also checked really quickly what happened to Gerrit de Vries. He had a lag incident and he crashed with Sean Jones, who is in 22nd now. And they went upside down, both of them. They actually made multiple rolls. And Papa Giorgio is out of the race. So there have been 5 retirements already. That's a lot more than in the first race, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's still a lot of fighting going on in the front as Dylan Platt goes to P5. He is ahead of Schreider now as well.
Yeah, well, Philip Morby missed a bit the corner there, had a very bad exit. Can Perseus Miram, can he attack again for to overtake the first position?
Yeah, and look behind as well, they will be going in a multi-slipstream for P3 as well. I think Vlietstra is just a bit too far behind for DRS, and that might be his problem. But look at this. I think Miram is actually a little bit too far away to attack Morby right now.
Yeah.
But look at Machete though. He is really close to Vlietstra.
Oh, but look at Dylan Platt. Dylan Platt is still there. And he's not out of it as well. And Stefan Scheider now P6.
I think for Schreider, he just needs to make sure he can follow them a bit, and if there's any issues with the cars ahead, he should be taking advantage of it.
Yeah, totally agree on that.
And Morby is now almost outside the DRS of Miram. He's on 0.9 seconds.
Yeah.
So if he manages a clean run through the first sectors, then he could be in a very good position. The midfield also very close, as we see on camera. Currently P17 Adrian Diego, who is attacking for P16 Gerrit de Vries, or maybe Gerrit de Vries actually overtook Adrian Diego.
Yeah.
Gerrit manages to stay ahead or go ahead. I'm not sure actually, but I think Gerrit overtook him.
I'm currently watching also what Stan Vlietstra now is doing in P3. Of course, P3 is really good, but I saw a lot of sliding already from Stan Vlietstra in the first few laps, and I wonder if his tires will still like him at the end, because
he could be in trouble already. Look at how close the guys behind are. And I mean, okay, of course they are Macheda and Platt, two of the top runners in the first race, so it's always going to be difficult. Now he needs to keep his head calm and don't overcook the tires, because if you overcook your tires against these two, you might even lose more positions to the other guys because you ruined the tires.
Yeah.
And there goes Macheda on the inside.
Yeah. And he goes to P3. Stan Vlietstra now in P4, and Dylan Platt cannot take advantage right away, so he's still one step behind Ruven Macheda. And yeah,
I think he needs to wait for clean. Oh, Macheda goes a bit wide, and Vlietstra also had a bad run. Vlietstra disappears actually. He had a lag spike.
Yes.
And luckily for Platt, he reappears behind him.
He did.
Luckily for everyone, he didn't hit anyone.
He did a Dutch magic trick, like kaboom, and there he was in P5. Well, yeah. No academy cars were harmed in this process, by the way.
Yeah. So look again at the front. Phil Morby's losing time to Miram. And Miram is now really close behind him. And Macheda, he's also getting within a second of Miram already. And due to that easy pass, Dylan Platt is also still within striking distance.
Yes.
So we'll be top 4 running in DRS of each other. With I think Stan Vlietstra, he is currently in the DRS, but I think he will be dropping off a little bit.
Yeah, I fear. So, and Stefan Scheider can also not follow the top guys. And he will go down. So, ooh. The top 3 now is very, very close.
Yeah, Miram already ahead of Morby. Because Morby ran wide. So now on the straight it might be interesting, because now Morby might take the position back.
Yeah, or can Ruven take both of them with a super...
Oh, if he takes both of them at the same time, that would be really good.
Oh,
but here they come.
Look at Morby's top speed. Oh,
yeah.
Look at this. It's like a rocket. Goes to the inside and takes the lead again. Philip Morby breaks quite early to make the corner. Can make the corner. Yes, he does.
Look at this, Macheda. He's on the outside of Miram. Can he make it stick around the outside here? He's trying.
And he does it.
Stick,
yeah, he did it.
He just runs a little bit wide, but I think that's fair enough. Yeah, he wants to leave room for the opponent as well.
Oh, look at Dylan Platt goes for P3. Can he make it? He needs to answer now, otherwise Ruven might be walking away with it.
Oh, Miram back on the inside of Platt as well. Look at this. He's attacking back.
That's allowed, and he tries really hard. Versus Miram actually shows that he learned a lot of skills at the Academy Series, and now bringing them into practice.
Yeah.
Stan Vlietstra is there as well, eh? He's still there.
Yeah, he's still there, yeah. I'm surprised he still has the tires to do well, and he's still within striking distance of the top three as well, so yeah, he's really in a good position still, as there's a battle for P8 as well. Lepit passing Zalowski. With Lianos still very close behind as well. Actually, there's a whole train of cars behind.
And a mistake. Oh, Dylan Platt overtook Ruven Macheda and now goes for the lead. Will he do it right away here? No, he waits.
He needs to wait. He needs to wait. He needs to go on the straight, because otherwise you get overtaken straight back.
Yes, and he wants to have the DRS. This is, I think, smart for him. It's now Philip Morby who leads, but Philip Morby has got that straight line speed, which was quite good, and I think it will be still good without the DRS. But there Dylan Platt goes. Can Ruven Macheda, can he attack as well? Oh, and Dylan Platt goes to the lead. Can he then win race 2? And what will Ruven Macheda do? Can he go for P2? No, not yet. And look at Philip Morby, he's trying to stay close to Dylan Platt.
Yeah. Vlietstra goes to P4 in the background as well. He goes past Miram, and Miram, he has got low top speed, so that's an issue. Macheda now on Philip Morby.
No, I think he can do it. Look at that straight line speed of the car of Philip Morby. No, he can't do it.
Yeah, I think he needs to wait a lap. I think he needs to wait until Morby is out of the DRS of Platt, and then. But yeah, then he will have lost the time that he needed to attack Platt.
That's the fear. if that's happening, of course, for Ruven. But can Dylan now make his tires last? If he indeed would have a problem in the first race, can he make them last for the second race?
Yeah, and especially if you have to fight so much, you have to fight through the whole field.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to do to pass everyone quickly and at the same time keep your tires clean. As Guzowski is now back into P10, and he will be looking for Shalowski next, who's a fellow Polish guy, I think. So maybe they will be nicer to each other. Who knows? But he's done a good job. He's done a good job from the pit. So
he did a really good job.
Now here we go onto the straight again. Morby is still quite close to Platt actually, so he might still have a run with the top speed he has. He opens the DRS, and that's an issue for Macheda because he can't pass now.
Sometimes it looks that Philip Morby is like driving a rocket. It's so fast on the stage. Oh, and Dylan Platt makes a braking mistake and looks up.
Morby as well though, so that he's lucky. And Guzowski goes to P9, and now Chalowski actually goes on to the inside of him and tries to take it back. Oh, there's a contact on the rear wheel. Manages to keep it straight though.
Yeah.
And the top three just following each other right now. And there's not much Macheda can do right now, Menno.
No, because Philip Morby is driving smart. He's driving really smart, places his car at points where Ruven cannot overtake.
Yeah.
I think Ruven needs to go do something to surprise Philip. Otherwise it will be difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, because look at this. For these corners, he's really looking close to him. But then on the straight, he's just too far behind. And then he also has the problem that Morby still has the DRS from Platt, so...
Yeah, I think that's the main problem, that Morby can just open his DRS and get the slipstream from Dylan, and that will make it difficult for Ruven to pass. By the way, Stan Vliet is still in P4, he's doing an excellent job here. Excellent job.
And the top 7 actually is Max Huss is in 7th place, so he's done quite a good job as well this race, and he's only less than 6 seconds behind Dylan Platt as well. So actually, Dylan Platt isn't going that fast in the race so far, but maybe he's just trying to keep his tires alive.
Yeah, I think so at least. I think he's not driving fast to keep the tires alive if he would need them in the end.
And Mateusz Guzowski takes another position. He goes to P8 now. And behind Lianos, Chalowski actually went wide, and Lianos and De Zeeuw go through. So they go to P10 and P11, and Chalowski goes to P12.
Okay.
Yeah. The Huss is actually... Oh, Schreier runs wide. Huss overtakes Schreier for P6.
Yeah, Max Huss is showing quite a bit of pace now at the end of the race. Can Max Huss jump even higher?
There's Gerrit de Vries. He's been hit by I think it's Adrian Diego, and he loses 2 positions but takes 1 back straight away. But Olaf van der Stam goes through on both of them. There's the battles at the front are a bit more calm now, although Macheda's again quite close to the back of Morby.
And a mistake from Stan Vliestra. He had a wiggle into some of the turns, and now Perseus Maram is very close, goes for the overtake, and Perseus Maram goes for the overtake. Was that smart to do, because now he doesn't have DRS? Can Stan Vliestra just re-overtake then?
Yeah, he might be. Maram doesn't have much top speed, so... But yeah,
also,
maybe he thought this is my only chance because I don't have the top speed.
Change for P2. Now Ruven Macheda is going to the inside. Can he outbrake Philip Morby? Or will be close? Oh, Philip Morby is defending like his life depends on it. Yeah, and he's still there. He is still there. Philip Morby does everything you want to see. Like defending is good. Ooh. But Ruven can't pass. Not at the
He's
moment.
really close now, and Morby has no DRS anymore, so that might be the thing he needed.
Yeah, he's going around the outside, Ruven. You cannot make the move stick around the outside. Oh, can you? You can! He did it. He made it stick around the outside, and Ruven Macheda is into P2. Ooh. I didn't expect that would work.
Yeah, I think that's the advantage of the higher wing that he is using. He has more grip in the corner, so he can brake later. He can take more speed into the corner and make it stick. And he knew that as well, I think. So that's why he put his car there and went for it. So really good job. Now he needs to try and run away a little bit from Morby to make sure that Morby doesn't take him back on the straight.
True. But look at Max Hus at the moment. He is really fast, I believe, at the moment. He can still see the podium drivers driving Max Hus. Max Hus is really quick at this stage of the race.
Yeah, he's even faster than Dylan Platt in the lead, although he did have a bit of a slide there out of the corner, so that might potentially be an issue. But here we go onto the straight again, and Morby didn't have the best of exits, so he actually lost a little bit of time. He does have the DRS though, so let's see how much he can actually close up on Macheda.
Yeah, I think Philip Morby now accepts that. I think P3 is the maximum he can get, so I hope for him that he can get the podium and can taste that champagne. Oh, brakes very late, Philip Morby.
Yeah, but a big lockup, so that was a bit too late, I think. If you do that every lap, your tires will be crying at the end.
But we've got one lap to go. Dylan Platt now leading, Ruven Macheda in second, Philip Morby in third position. Sam Vlietstra still in P4. Can he hold on? Perseus Miram still in P5. Also a really good race from Perseus Miram. But Max Hutz now in P6. Can he do a last lap overtake? Can he steal a top 5 position away?
Yeah, he will be looking at those guys ahead and think, maybe I can take 1 or 2 positions. Yeah. Because he's looking much quicker than those two. He's actually more than half a second faster than Miram on the last lap. Yeah, Miram, as you said, he overtook Vlietstra, but then he got overtaken straight back.
Oh, look at Maxus. He's trying the inside. He can't. He can't.
No.
And he's still in P6.
I think Miram might be in trouble though on the straight because he doesn't have much straight line speed. So even with the DRS, he might lose the position to Hus.
Yes.
So Hus needs to stay behind, close behind now. As there is a side-by-side battle for P9 as well with Lianos and Lepit through the S corner, so that's really good. But Lepit actually loses out. Brazil was really close behind them as well. Here we go for the final time onto the straight, and I think actually the gaps at the front are just big enough, but look behind, Miram is really close to Vlietstra, and even with lower top speed he might be able to do something here, because he may be able to brake later. Let's make sure we also see Dylan Platt take the win, hopefully.
Yeah, and Perseus Miram can't do it, so there we have it. Dylan Platt will, there's a car spin in the final corner. Dylan Platt will win the second race of the evening. Dylan Platt, well done. With Ruven Macheda gets his best academy race result in P2. With Philip Morby on the podium. I'm a fan. Philip Morby is on the podium with Stan Vlietstra in P4. Great race from him. Perseus Miram P5. Max Hus impressive in the final few laps in P6 with Stefan Scheider in P7. Mateusz Guzowski in P8 after a good recovery drive. Janis Linos in P9 and Johannes Lapid in P10 with Remco de Zeeuw in P11, which was, I think, pretty good after the damage on the first lap. Tristan Postes in P12 with Adrian Diego in P13, Olaf van der Stam P14 with Gerrit de Vries in P15, Martin Riedberg in P16, Dennis Wieringa P17 with Lucas Zalewski in P18. 19th place was for Sean Jones, who had a bit unlucky race. Conor Duguid in P20, with Fabian Ruud still finished in P21. So I think that shows class as well from him to still finish the race, because he could have just quit, but still went for the finish. So that's very good to see. Stein Fitter in P22 with Rob Cass in P23. And then I believe the retirements were Justin Ruan, Harry Hayden, Soterius Papageorgiou, Adam Rainey, and Damien Fingerhoods. And also Craig Woolard and Liam Sweetman retired. So,
Yes. What a race.
yeah, this was a really good race and a very interesting race, to say the least.
Yeah, and in the end, we saw two front runners from the first race win again.
Yeah.
So actually go back to the front, but they really had to fight for it as well. And yeah, Morby, of course, on the podium, really good job and really smart strategy with the high top speed, so that people could not pass him easily. Of course, we had some unlucky people as well, like Gerrit de Vries and Sean Jones, who went upside down together after a lag incident, and Fabian Ruud, of course, also a victim of a technical issue. So yeah, of course, some bad luck for some drivers, but overall, we saw a lot of battles and really good fighting.
Yeah, we saw, and I see we already have some people who want to get interviewed. So let's drag them in for a winner of race 2. We've got Dylan Platt here. Dylan.
Yes.
Well, you had 2 amazing races. Well, one you got P3, but the second one you shine and you got the win after an amazing race. Tell us how was your how was your qualifying with I believe the great last second P2, and how were your races in general?
Yeah, qualifying went actually surprisingly well. I went into this race with not much confidence. It's never been a strong track of mine, you know. So I just thought, yeah, top 5, I'll be happy. Somehow just set a new PB in qualifying. Don't know. And then, obviously, first race, great battle with Fabian. Tried my absolute hardest to keep him behind. But at the end of the day, he was just too quick in the first race. I'm not too sure what happened to him in the second. But then the second race was just avoiding the chaos as it usually is,
Oh, yeah.
So
I guess you had a lot of fun in the second race, and you needed to outsmart the rest with your driving. This was your second Academy win, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, because you won 2 weeks ago. Now I'm wondering, what will the future bring for you? Is this like, will you go into Formula Challenge permanently, or what's the plan?
This was my last race in Academy. I'm racing for Thunderdog and primary seat now. So
okay,
this is basically using this as practice, which went pretty well. So, but we've got to keep an eye out for the for Fabian. Obviously tomorrow for his racing. No doubt he will get quicker and quicker.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, and then tomorrow we will be here as well with Formula Challenge. Are there some things which you can take from today onto tomorrow?
Oh yeah, definitely. I had a few issues with tires and stuff towards the end of the races, so we need to iron that out by tomorrow, which we hopefully will.
Okay, well, that's very good to hear. Wopke, you've got any questions for Dylan?
No, just congratulations and good luck tomorrow again,
Yeah,
I guess.
thank you.
I would say the same. So thanks for being here, Dylan. You really impressed us today. So we're going to the next one for the interview, and that's Ruven Mechede. I will drag him in. We're now live still. So Ruven, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, well done on the second race, but also on the first race. Can you tell us a bit how your races were today?
Yeah, definitely. In race 1, I had a bit tire problems with they were overheating and I had not amazing grip, but it was okay. In the second race, everything was perfect with one mistake. That cost me the win, but all was nice. Fair fights. This was cool.
So that's good to hear, and yeah, I think your pace was really good, and yeah, up to I guess the next race, which hopefully is very soon. So yeah, I think you can be very happy. At least thanks for joining us for now. So that was the second interview, but I think it's time to end the broadcast. Wopke, anything to add for now?
Well, yeah, just a quick shout out to all the drivers involved today. I think everyone really, maybe there were a few small ones, but overall everyone did a really good job today.
Yeah.
And especially like compared to last time, we saw actually quite a lot of incidents, and this time it was really clean racing by everyone. So yeah, that shows that everyone is improving as well, and we still see some new faces every round as well. So that's always nice to see, and hopefully next time we will see some more new future stars. Who knows?
Yeah, I totally agree with that, and I think we will end the broadcast with that. In 2 weeks, in 2 weeks' time, we should be there again for the next academy rounds, and I'm looking forward to that. But for now, I wish you all a good night, and bye bye.